Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be receiving a divine transmission from the goddess Isis. She would like to discuss with us about reclaiming magic, calling back your power, and claiming what is rightfully yours. If you are interested in messages of healing, personal transformation, and a return to your wholeness, which is your natural state, please consider subscribing to this channel and becoming part of our growing community. So, Goddess Isis is here, and let's see what she has to say with us for us today. So she's saying that women have been separated from their magic for far, far too long. And that we've been separated from our magic and our power and the truth of who we are. She's saying all human beings have been separated from their magic, but she's saying especially the feminine. We've been severely, severely cut off, and the feminine was tried to be stripped away from us, because when we were in our feminine energy, when we connected to the feminine, we were receptive, we were in our intuition, and we were in our power. And that's how we knew our true power and the purpose of who we were. But she's saying this power is returning to your universe. It's returning to your planet. After having been buried and stripped away and forced away for so long. And she's encouraging us to connect with this power, connect with this truth, and connect with this identity. And she says, and to connect with whatever comes forward from you about owning your power. And she said the examples we have been given, especially related to the masculine, is that power is destructive. But she's saying that is a polarity that is of earth. She's saying that true power is purposeful and it doesn't harm. She says true power is purposeful and it does not harm. It strengthens and it enlivens, she's saying, and gives you permission to step into your truth and to step onto your path. And she's saying, despite what we think, we all have a path. It may not be a path that's considered glamorous to the world, but it's the path of our soul and the path our soul came here to truly live. And that's very personal. So she's saying, don't look at somebody else's life and think, why don't I have that? Every soul has a unique path. And she's saying, and the path of your soul is purposeful, it's individual, and it's just for you. And that path is where your power is. So it's not about looking to your left or your right and saying, why does that person have this and why don't I have that? It's about reclaiming your own magic and understanding yourself on the deepest, most intuitive level. She's saying what is rightfully yours is for you. What is rightfully yours, there is no competition. And she's saying that destructive idea that we need to compete against others is because you have not realized the truth that the universe is abundant and you are an abundant part of the source energy. She's saying, like, the minds of the people of Earth can be kind of get caught in a loop. And she said the loop is habitual, but the loop is also dysfunctional. And when you're on that loop and you're caught in that dysfunctional pattern of thinking, that habitual pattern of thinking, she's saying, you get lost. And she's saying, like, your eyes, I should have showed you this at the beginning. This is from the Kyle Gray deck. This is the card I'm using to connect with her. She's saying it's like you get lost, and she's saying your eyes get cloudy and you can't see. But you see on this card, she has the light of ascension above her head, saying that she's connected to the higher realms and she knows who you are. And she's saying, this is how you reclaim your magic. This is how you reclaim your magic and the truth of who you are. And she's saying because, she's a goddess and she's about magic. She's saying, do more rituals, connect with the moon, connect with the lunar cycles. She says, especially for those of us who are women, we are very connected to the lunar cycles, whether we are menstruating or not. She said, we are very connected to the lunar cycles because the lunar cycles can be a way for us to understand our own rhythms more. I think a lot of times we are so disconnected from ourselves, we don't recognize that we have a natural rhythm. And as women, we have a natural rhythm. We're too busy trying to be who society says we are. We're too busy trying to be robots and automatons and, just, you know, be on this conveyor belt that we call life. But she says, no, she's saying slow down. And she's saying to engage in moon magic. What is moon magic? I don't know what moon magic is. She's saying moon magic is meditating and praying by the cycles of the moon. And she says to begin this process, you can just do a simple breathing meditations with the cycles of the moon and allow yourself to be open to your intuition and what she receives. She's saying moon magic. She said, and I think there's 8 lunar cycles, right? So she's saying be intentional about connecting with yourself and listening to your intuition during that prayer and meditation time. And she's saying, if you can go outside, sit on the grass, look up at the moon, and just meditate for 5 or 10 minutes. She said, and allow yourself to be in the energy of the moon. She's saying, and the moon will speak to you. It'll speak to you and it'll give you wisdom and anything that you need. She says, call on the lunar energy. She said, because the lunar energy is intimately connected to who we are, especially for women. But the lunar energy is, of course, for all because we're on planet Earth and we're all connected to the moon. She said, but she's saying, make yourself open to connecting with moon magic. And if you know what moon magic is and you already do this, please leave me a comment below because I am not familiar with moon magic, okay? She said, and this will help you to connect with the cycles of life and the cycles of who you truly are. She's saying, know that your magic has always been within you. It has never disappeared. It's kind of been under a rock. But she says now, whether the rock is a pebble, a big stone, a boulder, whatever it is, she's saying you need to roll it out of the way and dig up your magic, find your magic, and let it become alive in you. Let your magic come alive in you so that you can embrace yourself and source creator. She says your magic is your direct. She's saying your magic is your direct timeline to source creator. And that in the magical realm, your path to source creator is clear. She's saying source creator awaits you. And she's saying the things that have happened on earth to women, to persecute them, to belittle them, to make them small, to make them feel subjugated. She's saying that time is over. And she's saying that the divine feminine is firmly planted on the planet now. That we have the access to the keys that have always been existed in existence. We just are recognizing them as being an intrinsic part of who we are. We each have a key to our own soul and our own psyche and our own magic. And she's saying our magic is a pathway to the divine. And what I'm seeing is kind of like a night sky full of stars, and there's like a road or a path that ascends from the earth straight up into the higher realms. It's like a gold path. And I see the moon to the left of it. So it's like, that's where we are going. But you have to she said, you have to move the rock out of the way, excavate, dig up who we truly are and our magic and our power and connect with it. And understand that we have the power within us of source creator, she's saying. Source creator and the light of God, should you want to call it that. The light of God exists within us all. She's saying, so she's saying, don't be shy about being who you really are. Don't be shy about it. Embrace who you really are. Embrace your magic, embrace your authenticity, she's saying, and tell your truth. Be truthful about who you are. Stop pretending that you are just, how would you like to say that? She's saying, stop pretending that you're someone you're not. If you know you've always been connected to your inner self, your intuition, your magic, whatever however you would like to describe it, she said, stop pretending that is not happening inside of you. Because with the more you're pretending, number one, it's going to be harder to pretend, and number two, it delays your ascension process. It delays your path. It delays you becoming truly a receptive vessel for the divine feminine and all the healing and all the healing and reconciliation that brings within you. And she's saying again, the divine feminine is a portal to the creator. What would you like to say about the magic? So she's saying, continue, connect with the moon, do some type of ritual that connects you with your magic. Understand that everyone has magic. No one is exempt because we're all part of the source creator. But do what you can to enliven this within yourself and to bridge that gap. And she's saying, don't doubt yourself and don't talk yourself out of your intuition and what you receive. And that the more you work with it, the stronger it will become, and the more the truth will be revealed to you. And she's just saying, the reclamation of your magic is possible for all. She's saying no one is out of the scope of magic and the divine experience. She's saying your divine potential awaits you. So please connect, slow down, and tune in. And she's saying you're nourished, you're cherished, and that an abundant universe awaits you. And she's saying also, if you'd like to call on her during your meditations, please do so. She's available to all. Is there anything else, Goddess Isis? Okay. So she is departed. She's sending her love to all of us. She's saying she will see us again, so she'll be back. So please take your time, take in the words that she has said to you today, and to see if they connect with your spirit. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought of this. Also below in the description box and in the first pinned comment, you'll see a link for our upcoming newsletter that will be beginning in January 2025. Not so much a newsletter, more of a channeled message. So you get a channeled message from the angels and the masters once a month. So my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a spiritual psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and an author. And if you like receiving messages of healing, compassion on your journey of personal transformation, then please give this video a like, consider subscribing to our channel, and joining our growing community. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.